in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to take a shot right away. Snags it up the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They want to run this quarterback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Guys, let's talk about Memphis. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Reads it, fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Might be calling a hot route. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Here's a heat. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. He now has 56 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll run it from the gun. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Wong. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these down.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTSA!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Wong. A little release to the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on second down. The quick out. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Release to the back. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Wong. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right on target this time. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab at the 25 and there's room. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Waddle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Finds his big tight end. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Wong. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. UTSA 21. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Waddle. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Wong. Scrambling away. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense just continues to dominate the... And this score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
trying to power it in. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Bring in the heat. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This time he's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Takes the easy one to the back. Turning it on. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Number 17.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Terrell. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Still looking on the move. There he goes. Got all he needed for the 1st down, and then he gets down on the slide.
Man, that is frustrating for a defense. You have to know, 4th down, this quarterback is going to be a threat to run the football. They got a little bit out of position. He makes them pay and gets a fresh set of downs.
The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, UTSA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Using his legs, it's Waddle. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Wong. Pocket breaking down. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Waddle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence.
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Looks as if he'll have enough to pick up the Memphis first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Roadrunners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 21 over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Dropping back, it's Stokes. Might be looking to run. Grab near the sticks, it's Hurley. They bring him down, but not before he picks up a Memphis first down.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
He's going out of bounds at the 41. Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.